Hey everyone, it's Kyle with Florida Man Soap, and I just wanted to do a quick video discussing some of our ingredients, but also to let you guys know that if you're looking to start a business in anything, whatever it is, it could be service, you could be selling a product, retail, it could be a storefront, it could be anything. Maybe you are a writer. So part of this is a video to introduce myself, a little bit of the ingredients, because I haven't done a whole lot of videos of just me. And so I'm going to start doing that, more content with me, describing our business for Florida Man Soap, but also to try to inspire other people to start in business as well. So I'm just going to get into it. So the first thing is, if you're looking to start a business, or you're not sure, you're a little scared of doing it, it was a huge risk. I had no idea what I'm doing. You can always go to the Chamber of Commerce to get some advice, and you can always talk with your friends and family. Maybe you know someone who's in business or has a little salon or maybe a lawn mowing company, and ask them what they did. But it's only a couple $100 to get your LLC and to register with the state. I would imagine that's in any of the states. For Florida, it was only a couple $100, and then you're going to have to renew that every year. And besides that, you're going to have to get your EIN and a few other things. So this message is really start and just do it, and you don't give up, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how demotivating it can be. No matter what happens, just keep doing it. And that's where I'm at. We started in 2020, and really we started before that, but I actually incorporated into an LLC in 2020. And then it has just been a roller coaster. It seems like it's not going to go anywhere, and then I feel like it starts to do slightly good, and I get some stuff, and it's hit and miss. You just keep at it, and that's really the whole idea behind it. You just keep growing, you don't stop, you don't give up, no matter what, and you just make it happen. So no matter what life throws at you, don't give up on yourself, and don't give up on your dreams, your business, whatever your goals are. Even if it's not business, maybe you want to be an athlete in the NBA or NFL, go for it. You want to be a musician, maybe a rock star, go for it. Do whatever your heart desires, and don't let your anybody in society, people close to you, social media, no matter how hard they tell you something is, it's much more harder when you're not doing it. So take a step and keep making a step forward every day, even if they're tiny, even if it's a half step, just keep making them. You'll always be moving forward, and consistency is a good portion of the battle, I would say. So with that, I'm going to get into the ingredients here, and my name is Kyle, owner of Florida Man Soap, and I want to do more of these videos, not just to inspire you and hopefully those out there that want to learn more about Florida Man Soap and skincare in general, and of course business, and to kind of see how we're going and grow with us. That's what this is all about. And so this is my real first official video, in a sense, that I'm on camera and getting more comfortable with this, because I'm not that comfortable in front of a camera. So anyway, with that said, the first thing I'm going to go into is tocopherol. So with Florida Man Soap, we use natural tocopherol. We get this from Soaper's Choice, and we love it. We think vitamin E, and if you didn't know, tocopherol is vitamin E. So this is mixed T50, natural vitamin E, or also known as tocopherol. And there's synthetic versions out there. You can get it on Amazon or anywhere else, but we get it from Soaper's Choice, which is a women's owned company by Columbus Oils. So I think they're a subsidiary. But anyway, that's where we get our tocopherol from. They're really good. They have a lot of great stuff. So if you're looking to make your own soap and skincare stuff, like DIY, go for it. They're a really good place to get stuff. The next thing is Essential Depot. They're out of Tampa, Florida. So if you're watching from another state, that's Tampa, Florida. And anyway, Essential Depot has the most pure sodium hydroxide I have ever used. I've used lots of different brands, stuff from home improvement stores, and other stuff is, I find there's impurities in it. Like when I go to pour it, the stuff seems to have like weird stuff in it, like dust. So we've been using Essential Depot for the last 2 years, and I will never use anything else they're close to us for one, which is nice, but two, the quality is immaculate. I mean, it's freaking awesome. So anyway, Essential Depot, we use them for our sodium hydroxide and our lye and all of our soaps. This one we currently do not use on our soap. So if you purchase from us or you're on our website and you want to see the ingredients that we use, everything on the back of the box is what we currently use. And our current batches that we have last, or are probably going to last up until January or so, maybe February. And then, so the next batches that we'll start doing will include this, and that'll start showing up on those boxes when those batches are done, or, created. So what we use this for is to harden our bars and for our bars to last longer. So right now we're only doing this in test bars, and right back here I've got a test bar. So it says Best Dad, and this is a test scent that we were doing. This is activated charcoal. We have a scent in here that we blended ourselves. It's very similar to black coral. So black coral is a scent that we do in our body wash, which we're hoping to re-release our body wash again. Right now we just have the bars. And anyway, it's a nice light cologne-ish type of scent. It's not like Axe, but similar in scent profile, but not so high schooly. Sorry to anyone who might be watching this in high school, but anyway, it's more refined. It's like a lighter scent, more gentlemanly. I don't know how to explain that, but you'll have to smell it for yourself. So anyway, that's what we're testing in this right now. That'll be the next scent that we do release, and we put the sodium lactate in it, and it's just a salt from milk, so it's all natural. And we get this one from Amazon. Honestly, you can get anywhere. You don't need much. It goes really far. But our whole thing is we want high quality, but we also want them to last long. We know if you look on our website, $11.99 or $12.99, depending on where you're at, because we do price them higher on Amazon, and unfortunately Amazon just charges a lot of fees, so that's what it is. Sorry. But if you want that extra shipping without having to pay for it. Anyway, so the price we know is not the cheapest, but we are making high quality soap bars, and that's kind of what this video is about, to kind of demonstrate some of the stuff that we're using, but also why. And so having longer lasting bars, really that dollar that you're paying for on those soaps goes further. And so our goal is 5 weeks in a soap bar. Right now, the feedback that I get is about 3 to 4 weeks. When I did my own testing, about 3 to 4 weeks on a soap. So most of these have been lasting me 3.5 weeks, some of them 4. It really depends on how much you use them. For me, that's a 10-minute shower twice a day. For others, if you're leaving that thing under the soap, yeah, it's going to dissolve quickly. But anyway, so that's sodium lactate, and that's the purpose of it. Next is squalane. So this is squalane. We get it from Brambleberry. It is not squalene, so keep that in mind. It's squalane. This is from olives, and we love it because it's really, really awesome for your skin. Kind of like olive oil. You put that on, it conditions really well. It's nice and nourishing, moisturizing, and that's basically what this is. It's just a higher caliber. So we don't put this on our soap bars. This is actually for like face wash or beard oil, where a lot goes a long way. So it's more cost effective for us to do it that way. And that's what you'll find this in. We are refining our beard oil, and so this will still be in that. It's just we might swap out some of the ingredients for like more olive or something, but this will still remain in there. 2, if you are looking to start your own business, you can do things like what we did. So this is our stamp that we put in our soaps. It's, we got it from Etsy. You could start off doing it from anywhere. Amazon has the same stuff. Someone local, maybe a friend. It's just a rubber stamp. You can get acrylic, you can get metal stamps. Once this actually goes out and it starts to break off, and this is almost 2 years running now, we're gonna invest in something probably a little bit more high end, like metal or acrylic, where it's harder. But anyway, the logo you see on our bar soaps, after we do a batch, and keep in mind all of our batches are done by hand and they're small batches. So it's fairly easy to use this. We'll cut our bars and we put them, on the table, and then we just press them into the soap bars. So if you're starting your own business, soap or anything else, You can get stuff like this, and you don't have to spend a whole lot. So just keep that in mind. You know, you with the internet, everything's at your fingertips. So, you know, don't quit just because you think prices will get you. I'm sure there's somebody somewhere out there that would be willing to help you. You know, look for it. I looked everywhere until I landed on this. It was like 15 bucks off Etsy. There's a lot that do sell that stuff for much more, but same thing with this. I went on forums, soap forums. I was recommended a lot of this stuff when I started like 5-6 years ago. I still go in those forums today. So, but anyway, the next thing is an infrared thermometer or temperature gauge. So this is what we use to temp our lye water. Sodium hydroxide is also known as lye. So you mix that in with water and call it lye water. And then you mix that with oils, and then you saponify, or basically the reaction that occurs is called saponification, and that's what creates soap. We make cold process soap. Sometimes we'll dabble and have some fun with hot process or something else, but what we sell to the public is all cold process soaps. So we use an infrared gauge. It's pretty good. It's pretty accurate. Yeah, in my opinion, they're not as accurate as a stick thermometer, but for what we're doing, you just need a range. So we always mix within a 10-degree range of each other, and we try to get them fairly close. So as long as this is picking up a very similar temperature, that's really all we're looking for. We're not looking for an exact temp. You know, we just want a range. Next is decyl glucoside. We like this because it's a natural surfactant. And keep that in mind, it's a surfactant, not a sulfate. Those words sometimes people interchange and they're not the same thing. So when you look on the back of shampoo, you might see sodium lauryl sulfate, but that is not a surfactant. So this is what will give you lather, but it's a natural version, less harsh than a sulfate like sodium lauryl sulfate. And it's great because it's natural. And we like it. You'll see it in our body wash. It's our primary surfactant to give you lather and the bubbles and all that nice stuff. There's also some others out there like cocoa betaine and cocoa glucoside. Those are also natural surfactants, typically derivative of coconuts. So it's really nice. Some are from palm. We try to avoid palm oil in our products, but even if they're derivatives of palm, we try to make sure in our supply chain that either they came from olives or coconuts or something else besides palm, or if they did, that is sustainable palm. But our bar soaps do not use palm oil whatsoever. Neither does our body wash. So next would be kaolin clay. I mean, you can get a big old thing like this. We get ours from Make Your Own. Just Google Make Your Own if you're looking to do some DIY stuff. And we get our kaolin clay from there. Got a big old thing here. This has been lasting me for months. You don't need a whole lot, and it goes really far. And I'll give you an example of that. So in our bar soaps, you can see little specks, you know, in the sides here, maybe, hopefully you can. And that's the kaolin clay. We use it for texture. Other people use it for like impurities and to help smooth out your skin, and I think it might help with pigmentation, but a lot of these claims that you might hear or read out there are really just claims. There's not a whole lot to back it up, and so we use it for texture. We do think kaolin clay is really good for helping with the skin overall when it comes to like exfoliation and helping it stay healthy and protected in a sense. But I don't know how much for an external wash-off product it's actually helping with toxicity or impurities. I mean, it'd have to be something like in a mask. So just keep that in mind. We're using it for texture. And same thing here, you can see the white dots. That's the kaolin clay. So we put a good amount in our soap. So that way when you're actually washing it, the texture of the kaolin mixed in with the oils or the saponified soap makes it more smooth, more creamy. So we like that texture, and that's what we use it for. And if you all are looking at this is called soda ash, this white stuff. And so when we make our soap, it typically is at the top. Like you saw, it comes out of this mold. And when it dries, that's called soda ash. It's not bad or anything, it's just aesthetically not pleasing. So we cut it off and then we'll put that in samples, or it's the stuff I use personally. That's the leftover stuff. And that's how I rotate the soaps. So every time we make a batch, I or family members or friends or whatever, I give out the stuff. And some of you, if you all purchase our soaps, I'll cut off a chunk and it might have some soda ash on it. It's not toxic or anything. It's just when it's drying and it's reacting to the oxygen in the air and all the molecules in the air. This is what's occurring. It's just a discoloration. But because it's not so aesthetic, we cut it off. Because a lot of people are like, "What's that?" But yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It's soap. It's still soap. But anyway, that's it. Just wanted a quick video. And so again, if you're starting a business in anything and you just happen to come across this video, do it, go after it. If you're wanting to do some DIY, go for it. You can ask me questions. I'll do my best to respond. I'm constantly all over the place. And so I don't know how fast I'll get to you, but I will do my best. But go for it. Make, do, be creative, and don't give up on yourself. So thanks for watching.